Okay, hold on to your hats. Trying to cram all this into a neat box is like trying to meditate while headbanging in a funhouse mirror fueled by questionable chemicals. But let's take the plunge. This isn't some gentle stroll through the garden of human connection. This is decoding the wiring diagram of a nervous system under constant, culturally programmed assault. Forget the Hallmark cards. Forget the goddamn emojis. You see a smile? You see a frown? You see tears? Big deal. That's just the skin of it. The surface ripple on an ocean of goddamn code you probably can't read. We're stumbling through this hyper-connected planet, bumping into each other like blindfolded apes, and wondering why deals collapse, friendships go sour like week-old milk, and teams just seize up. It ain't bad intentions usually. It's worse. It's a fundamental gut-level misunderstanding of the goddamn signals. One person's gut spill honesty, aggression, another's necessary, thoughtful pause, evasion. We look at a face twitch and think we got the whole goddamn tragic comedy figured out. But how much of that play is the actor improvising, and how much is a script hammered into their skull since birth by the tribe, the family, the system? The closer this whole spinning ball gets, the clearer it is. Your so-called feelings are less like hardwired circuits and more like deeply learned software. And yeah, it gets messy. Look, Ekman did his thing back in the day, mapping the mug. Said, basic emotions, hardwired, evolutionary, boom, universal face flash. Ekman, 1992. Yeah, fine, give credit where it's due. And maybe, the capacity for that raw fear flinch or joy gasp is somewhere in the biological wetware. But anything beyond that primal core affect, anything that looks like an actual human life, that's where the ghosts in the machine crawl in. What makes you feel like punching a wall? What makes you want to weep? How do you show it? Do you show it at all? What goddamn words do you even have for the roiling mess inside? All of it is filtered, twisted, amplified, or choked out by the culture you marinated in. This isn't just academic nuance. This is the goddamn survival manual for navigating the tripwires. The unspoken rules. It ain't what you feel, it's what you flinch. Culture doesn't just influence this madness, it slams down the display rules. Think of them as the hidden escape sequences, the control characters. Ah yes, escape. Your brain automatically triggers. They dictate the damn performance. How wide that smile? How loud that sorrow? Or do you just swallow it? Let it eat you alive? Matsumoto et al., 2008. Mapping the Matrix. Hall got part of it right with his high versus low context noise. Hall, 1976. You want to talk low context? US, Germany, places where they bark the meaning directly. I feel angry. I disagree. Emotional intelligence here? It's about putting that chaotic energy into words. Direct like a gut punch. Clear so the signal isn't lost. It's about using the data of your feelings for clear communication, for decision advantage. But high context? Jesus. Asia, Middle East, Latin America. The meaning is everywhere but the damn words. It's in the space between, the silence, the way a teacup is placed. Emotional intelligence there isn't spitting out your truth. It's reading the air. Kukyo Yomu sounds like a goddamn psychic ability, and sometimes feels like it. It's interpreting the absence of a word, the slight shift in posture. It's protecting the fragile collective flow state, even if it means burying your own damn earthquake. What one calls brilliant clarity, the other calls barbaric rudeness. What one calls evasive bullshit, the other calls exquisite skill. See the goddamn trap? And hierarchy? Don't even start. Your emotional performance changes based on who the hell you're talking to. Flinching, deference, stifling the rage or the pride towards the superiors, while maybe letting loose with the equals. It's a constant, exhausting calibration, a learned skill set of emotional masking and modulation deeply etched into the psyche. Why the gut feels different. The prime directive of value. These crazy performance rules aren't random static. They blast out from the deep code of cultural values. It's the fundamental clash, me versus we, individualism versus collectivism. Marcus and Kitayama mapped this psychic territory with their self-construals. Marcus and Kitayama, 1991. Individualistic hellholes, USA, most of Europe. The code says, be unique, be authentic, spill your guts, within reason. Emotional intelligence here is about knowing your own data stream, asserting your needs, using feelings, processed perhaps, to achieve personal goals. Self-enhancement? Flaunt it. Show the world you're winning the game. That's seen as healthy, functional noise. Collectivistic realities, Asia, Latin America. The code screams, the group, the harmony. Your damn feelings are secondary to the collective pulse. Emotional intelligence here is about regulating, suppressing the disruptive shit, the anger, the excessive ego, for the sake of the flow. It's being hyper-aware of everyone else's face, their emotional status. Modesty isn't a suggestion. It's often a damn requirement. Screaming your opinion can be seen as utterly childish, selfish, a failure to maintain the group's necessary fragile state. So, voicing disagreement like it's some noble quest for truth, individualist EI. In another system, it's pure idiotic emotional incompetence, a failure to prioritize harmony. Humility, collectivist EI. Elsewhere, it looks like spineless lack of confidence. The same damn action gets interpreted through completely different emotional operating systems. This is where you get on the wrong train fast, stuck with people running completely different psychological software, and the cost of getting back to coherence goes through the roof. The goddamn words we use, naming the inner beast. And it's not just the performance, it's the goddamn language. The very tools we have to even think about what's happening inside. The language you speak isn't just labels. It shapes the psychic toolkit. Cultures invent words for feelings or states that are important to them, that are part of their shared reality, their shared code. Pavlenko, 2008. Amai, Saudade, Sisu, Gigil, Schadenfreude. These aren't just quirky translations. They are categories that exist easily, readily accessible in those minds. They are mental handles. They allow for emotional granularity, the ability to tell the difference between 30 shades of uncomfortable instead of just bad. And that granularity, it's directly linked to better emotional regulation. If you can name the precise demon, maybe you have a better chance of controlling it, or at least understanding its trajectory. If your language doesn't give you the handle, that experience is fuzzier, harder to pin down, harder to use. You lose potential decision advantage because you can't even articulate the emotional data points. It's like trying to navigate a complex system without the right control characters. You're trapped in a default mode, navigating the emotional minefield, seeking the unchained code. So universal feelings, or just learned scripts? The answer, if you're looking at the goddamn wiring honestly, is both and neither. It's a construction. Your brain takes the raw biological noise, core affect, and builds the experience of sadness or anger or joy in the moment, using everything it's got. Memory, context, and critically, the cultural damn concepts it learned. Barrett, 2017. She's mapping the construction zone. Biology provides the clay. Culture provides the goddamn mold, the kiln, and the final glaze. Understanding this isn't academic luxury, it's survival. In this interconnected chaos, emotional intelligence isn't one fixed statue. It's a shape-shifting skill adapted to the specific damn psychic environment you're in. It means ditching the idiotic assumption that your own internal operating system is the universal standard, or the only right one. Cultivating cultural emotional fluency. It's not about being a soft, touchy-feely tourist. It's about developing a kind of necessary heightened awareness. It's cultural humility, but not the meek kind. It's the fierce curiosity to dissect, to question your own damn programming, to see the infinite, mind-bending ways humans process this raw, screaming, beautiful, terrifying existence. It's learning to read the real signals, break the default patterns, escape, gain the decision advantage in the human matrix, and for the love of God, get off the wrong train before it costs you everything. Only then can you start decoding the truly unchained, culturally fluent heart, yours and theirs. Find the trajectory, or get lost in the noise. It's your move.